Okay, so number 10 on homework 3 is right here, and we are asked in the directions again to identify what type of conic it is. Number 1, we need to put it in graphing form. Number 2, and then number 3, we need to identify the center if it's a hyperbola, ellipse, or circle, or if it is a parabola, we need to identify the vertex. So we need to first see what type of conic we have. And we look at this and we say, okay, well, it looks like it's in standard form, and it is, but the problem is we are missing an x squared term. So if we're missing an x squared term, then what does that mean? Well, if we look back at our reference sheet that I made on Monday this week, standard form looks like this, and if one of these was 0, then it's just going to disappear, because anything times 0 is 0. So in that case, we have a parabola. So one of them disappeared, therefore for number 10, yeah, we've got a parabola. So, and which one was 0? Well, a was 0. A equals 0, therefore we have a parabola. And what's interesting about this parabola is it actually opens right or left. And you don't need to know how to graph that, so don't worry about that. But the process for a parabola is a little bit different, okay? What we're going to have to do is we have an incomplete square for y. Trying to get this thing to focus a little bit better here. We have an incomplete square for y. Go back out. And we've got x kind of like in there too. So here's what we need to do. We need to take everything with y in it, and we need to, for a parabola, and we need to put it on one side. So that has a y in it, and this has a y in it. Okay? So we're going to get that to one side, and everything that has an x, we're going to get to the other side. Parabolas are a little different, as you noticed maybe yesterday. Okay? So just bear with me on this, all right? I think parabolas are honestly the hardest one, but that's just me. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to have this on the other side here. So I'm going to subtract 2y squared and add off 12y. Okay, from to both sides. So minus 2y squared plus 12y. And then I'm going to leave the x plus 22 on the left. So I've got this now. Okay, so far, okay, you guys should know how to do that. Okay, that part is not super new. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to complete the square for y. But what's the problem? We've got a -2 out there. So we need to factor off that leading coefficient from the y squared. So we're going to do that. So let's do that. Factor it off. So you got -2. And then we got y squared. And I took a -2 out of each one of these. So therefore, this is going to turn into a -6. Because -2 times -6 is a positive 12. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add something there. So this little technique here, you got to make sure you do it to take off that leading coefficient. Okay, so we complete the square for this side, and we just bring down the x plus 22 on the other side. Okay. So what is the b that we cut in half and square? Right here. So -6 divided by 2 is? Square it. 9. So because that right there is what goes there, we essentially put a 9 there, but we added -2 times 9, which is actually a negative number. What's -2 times 9? -18. So we actually subtracted 18 from the right. So if we subtract 18 from the right, we got to subtract 18 from the left as well. And that right there, maybe you have to stare at it for a while before that makes sense, but that's what we did. So we've got x now plus 4 equals, And then y minus 6y plus 9. Again, you got to factor that. What does that factor into? Square root the y squared. What is that? Y. Okay, so keep the negative 2 out there. Just keep it out there. And then, so that becomes y. Then you square root the 9. What's that? 3 goes here. And then you take the sign, the first sign, and you put that in between these two numbers, which is a negative sign. And then that's what gets squared. Okay, so that's how you factor that thing. Like, you should just know how to do that. You see the pattern over and over, and you're like, oh, okay, I get that now. So at this point, we're almost done, believe it or not, okay? All we have to do is we need to take this positive 4 and move it over to the other side, like that, so it cancels off. But now we've got something interesting. We've got an x equals, and then negative 2 times y minus 3 squared minus 4. And it's almost as if like the y and the x have switched. Usually we see an x in there, but it's okay. I mean, this is just a parabola that opens, it opens left because this is negative. But you don't need to know that. All you need to know is what the vertex is. So the vertex is opposite of h and opposite of k. And, I think Anberg, yeah, so this, so this is h and that's k, because y is always, so yeah, why did she do that? Yeah, okay. I almost want to say skip this one, but this is going to be your x coordinate, and this is going to be the opposite of your y coordinate because this is what is next to y, and so it's like flipped because it's not opening up and down; it's opening left and right. So this is your h, and this is your k. This is the opposite of your k. So if that makes any sense. We've got this. This is the second part of our answer. And then our center is actually negative 4, 3. Yeah. Because it goes with the y, you see. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so I won't give you one of these on the quiz. One of these like with the y squared. I'll make sure that you will have one like number 2. Okay, sorry about that. All right, need to stop the video now.